Today, a suspect at large, some warmer weather, and a baseball success story. Stay tuned because Spinnaker News starts right now. Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Tedlin Locke, and you're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. A 20-year-old man who punched a female UNF student is still at large. At around 1 a.m. on March 26, a UNF PD officer arrived at the Osprey Landing in response to a fight. A witness said she saw the victim running after the suspect to Lot 10 when the suspect turned around and punched the victim in her face. The suspect, who is not associated with UNF, then picked her up by her hair and threw her back on the ground. The victim refused to press charges. Later that morning around 4 a.m., another UNF PD officer saw the victim and the suspect together at the Osprey Landing. When the suspect saw the officer, he fled. The suspect was given a trespass warning earlier this semester for an altercation with the same victim, and the victim was sent to student conduct for not cooperating with the officer. On March 25th, a 21-year-old UNF student reported to UNF PD that his wallet was stolen from his car on March 23rd. The victim said on March 23rd around 8:45 a.m. he parked his car near Building 1 of the flats to ride to school with a friend. When he returned to his car around 7 p.m., he noticed the front passenger door was unlocked, and his water bottle he left on the center console was on the front passenger seat. Later, he couldn't find his wallet, but remember he placed it in the driver's door. However, when he checked the door, the wallet wasn't there. Since the victim waited 2 days to report the incident, UNFPD did not conduct a canvass of the area and didn't process the car for fingerprints because of weather conditions throughout the week. Now to check in with your weather update, here's Diane Colley.
Good morning, Ospreys. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. I'm Diane Colley here with your Spinnaker weather update. It looks like temperatures are going to be heating up today as we have a high on campus of 76. We'll also see mostly sunny skies with light southwest wind coming in at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Get outside while you can today because tonight we have a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Other than that, we have partly cloudy skies with a low near 56. If you're planning on hitting the beach today, Surfline reports that waves will be coming in at about 1 to 2 feet, which is roughly knee to thigh high. And finally, for tomorrow, temperatures are continuing to get warmer with a high of 80. We also have a 20% chance of showers before 9 a.m. Well, that's it for today's weather update. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Diane. Now for your sports update, here's Catherine Marsh.
Thanks, Tedlin. Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Catherine Marsh, and a lot happened over the weekend on UNF grounds. Let's dive in. Starting off on the diamond, the UNF baseball team took on Florida Gulf Coast at home this weekend in a 3-day tournament. According to FGCUathletics.com, the Ospreys lost their first 2 games in the weekend series, but the Ospreys would come out with a 6-5 win on Sunday when they rallied in the late innings to overcome a 4-run deficit. The series left UNF with both its first losses and win for the 2015 ASUN season. The next game for the Ospreys will be against Northern Kentucky at home on April 3rd. The first pitch is at 6 p.m. Tossing it over to the sand, the UNF women's sand volleyball team came home with a victory against Florida Gulf Coast this past Saturday. The Lady Ospreys were able to come out with a 3-2 win in Macon, Georgia at the Mercer Sand Volleyball Complex. The team will be back in action this Tuesday, taking on Stetson in a doubleheader. The first game starts at 2 p.m. and the second one at 4. Well, that wraps it up for your Spinnaker Sports. Tedlin, back to you.
Thanks, Catherine. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Diane Colley and Catherine Marsh, I'm Tedlin Locke. Have a great day, UNF.